Hello boys and girls! During this holiday season we are doing readings of various ChaosNova stories in universe, some out. And today I will be reading you bits of Seeker. Yes, that's right, the very Seeker that we're currently working on getting into fully released form. This is Seeker Chapter 2, the sample that is also available on ChaosNova.co.uk under reading samples. But if you're too lazy to read on your own, just keep listening and you will hear all about it. So here it goes. Seeker, Chapter 2. The corridors and criss-crossing catwalks of Rystar Station were easy to get lost in, but Jewel, dwelling here between jobs, had made good use of her minimal downtime, and the sprawling hive could not dissuade her. The bright, multicolored storefronts started to dim, marking the arrival of midnight. The translucent wall sections were slowly darkening, creating the illusion of a twilight. The Hikari plate walkways curving out of sight caught the last fading rays and carried them to the station's inner depths. Jewel favoured this time of quiet. She took a little extra time measuring her steps before boarding the station transport unit. After a bit of motor humming, she found herself in the quietest section, on the doorstep of a secluded bar called the Genevieve. Just like the rest of the station, it was deserted. Even the bartender had left his post. Jewel instinctively settled into the cornermost booth and keyed in her order at the tabletop menu. She forwarded the bill to her shuttle and waited impatiently. She was rewarded with a Rystar staple, rabbit lasagna, and a small glass of lightly carbonated water. Jewel had simple tastes, but savoured every bite. Although meagre in its size, the meal had satiated her enough. Content, Jewel pushed her plate into the receptacle, relaxed in her seat and nursed the remainder of her drink with a careful eye on the entrance. For a brief period, Jewel could enjoy having the establishment all to herself. She often planned her drops off to coincide with the station's nocturnal stage. Her penchant for solitude was in stark contrast with the vehemently social ways of her home world, our Chaos 4. A well-dressed gentleman appearing in the doorway ended her moment of bliss. He made a determined stride in Jewel's direction. She tensed up and mentally recited the location of her concealed weaponry. Seeker Jewel Harper. He approached the booth. She didn't acknowledge him, but observed covertly that the new arrival was tall, a few heads taller than her, with broad shoulders. His wrinkled face, a shade of sienna, with mahogany eyes and a slightly deformed beaky nose, a combination Jewel had often seen among Rystar old guard. He placed a thick paper folder on the table. Jewel raised an eyebrow, intrigued. Paper documents were a rare sight, especially in the world of bounty hunters. This folder contains information on a private contract that only you can fulfill. Inside, you will also find a forward payment in the form of authorized standard credit prints. It would be in your best interest to read what is written within. Jewel maintained her focus on the entryway. She was unimpressed by the man's self-assured attitude. With a frown she consumed his entire face. The man gave off a sigh before bowing his head and turned to leave. Farewell, Seeker. And this ends the first bit. We shall continue on reading in the next one. See you then.